Hi there, students. Okay, Victor Gabriel asked me to make a video about phrasal verbs with out. Well, that's not an easy task because there are loads and loads and loads of phrasal verbs with out. But I'm going to do a few here. Maybe I'll make this into a series and do several at a time. Anyway, the first one I wanted to look at was to act out, to act something out. This means to perform the actions and say the words from a situation or from a story. So he acted out for me the scene which had just occurred in the restaurant. He acted out the lyrics from his favourite song. Okay, so it's to repeat it if you like. You can also act out a scene from a play or something like that. But you can also act out a situation that happened in the past. Yeah, you can try to make a reproduction of it. And then to act out as well, to express your thoughts or your ideas or your emotions in the actions that you take. So the bad behaviour of children often gets acted out in bad behaviour. Okay, so the action that comes from their negative feelings results in the way they act. They act in being naughty and doing things that perhaps they shouldn't. And that's the idea of to act out. Okay, to ask out, to invite somebody out on a date. I asked her out and she said yes, and we're going to have dinner tomorrow night. Yeah? He's really shy. He's never going to ask her out. To ask somebody out on a date. Okay, so to ask someone to go to an event or to do something with you, and you're saying that you will pay, you invite them. Yeah? So if you want to ask me out, take me to a nice restaurant. Okay, to back out. To reverse a decision, to withdraw from something that you've agreed to do. So he said he was going to help me today, but he backed out at the last moment. Okay, actually I haven't done this. So to act something out, act it out, separable, it. To back out, intransitive, to back out of something. Okay, back out of something. So he backed out of the agreement. I thought they were going to sign the contract. They said they were going to, but they backed out of it at the last moment. They backed out at the last moment. Yeah, so to withdraw from a challenge. You could also back your car out of the garage, for example. Okay, to bail out. To remove water from the bottom of a boat. Yeah, to bail out. That's the literal meaning. He bailed the boat out. He bailed it out. But to bail out, to rescue, particularly financially. The government had to bail out the bank because they didn't want it to go bankrupt. A bailout that we're all paying for nowadays. Notice you could bail somebody out of prison. Bail is the security or the money that needs to be put down. He's out on bail. My dad bailed me out of prison. And also as well, to bail out, to leave a situation. Yeah, it's like to jump out of an aeroplane. Yeah, they bailed out, the paratroopers bailed out of the situation. Yeah, so it's a bit like back out in this meaning. Okay, so to bail out, to take water out of a boat, he bailed it out, separable. The government bailed the bank out. They rescued them with a financial package. Yeah, I was up to my eyes in work, and my friend came and to bail me out, to help me, to rescue me from trouble, bail me out, separable. And then to bail out of a situation, to escape quickly when the situation is undesirable. Yeah. Are you going to the party? Well, I said I would, but I'm going to bail out. Yeah, I'm going to back out, if you like. Okay, to bear out. So to corroborate, to confirm, to prove that is true. He said 2 years ago, he said there was going to be an epidemic, and well, the last year has borne him out. Yeah. His theory was borne out by the empirical evidence that was later produced. Okay, so to bear out, to show that something is true. Yeah, to give a justification later on. I said he was going to win the race, and the race bore me out. Yeah, I was borne out. The reality happened. So bear me out. Yeah, separable again. To blurt out, to say something suddenly without thinking. He blurted out the answer. Yeah. His mum asked him what he'd been doing, and he blurted out the truth without thinking about it. Yeah. He gets very excited, and then he'll blurt out all of his inner secrets. He blurted it out, to say suddenly without thinking. Okay, to bottle out. I like this one. To not do what you promise to do or what you plan to do because you're a coward, because you're not brave enough. You don't have enough nerve. I was going to ask her out, and I saw her there, and then I bottled out. I didn't do it because I wasn't brave enough. Yeah, so to bottle out is not to do something because you're not brave enough to do it. Notice this phrasal verb is intransitive. He bottled out, they bottled out, they weren't brave enough to do it. So no direct object with this one. Notice this one as well is quite informal. To bottle out, to chicken out is the idea. I'm not sure if the Americans use it, but the Brits use to bottle out all the time. Okay, to brazen out. To face up to a situation without shame. To just deal with it as it is. Yeah, or so they knew everything he was saying was lies, but he brazened it out. Yeah, he said, he maintained it was true, and he continued with his lie. Yeah, to brazen it out, this is to go through it but without feeling shame or without being embarrassed. Yeah, even if the situation seems really embarrassing. Yeah, I had to brazen it out. I had to make my way to the end of the situation without getting upset. Okay, to break out. So to escape. The prisoners broke out of the jail. They broke out of it. So notice, to break out, to escape, intransitive, to break out of a place. Yeah, the chickens broke out of the chicken coop. Also, to break out, to begin suddenly. He broke out in a sweat. Okay, break out in something. He broke out in a rash. He broke out in song. To begin to start very suddenly. Yeah, he's breaking out. Yeah, he's getting pimples and spots. And I guess you could also use to break out, to bring out, or to use something, particularly for a special event. I passed my exams, let's break out the champagne. Yeah? Okay, to break out. We're going to have to break out our supplies because there's absolutely nothing left to eat. Okay, to bring out, to emphasize. That makeup brings out the beautiful colours of your eyes. It emphasizes, it evokes. Yeah? Also to bring out, to place something on sale. They're bringing out a new model of this car. They're bringing it out, separable, next week. Okay, so yes, also maybe as well, it's probably in the past, to bring a young person formally into society. She was brought out at a party at Hurlingham last year. Okay, so to bring out, yeah, you would take out as well. Okay, to burn out. So to be, something burns and then finally it burns out, it's extinguished because there's no fuel left. The fire burned out after several hours. The candle burned out. Yeah, but notice a person as well can burn out. Yeah, to become overworked, to go past their limit. Yeah, it's better to burn out than to rust. Who's that by? Okay, so to burn out, yeah, he's been working too hard and he's burning out. Be careful when you're studying English. Don't burn out and get to a point where you just don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, to burn out. So to burn until there's nothing left, or to overwork yourself and become exhausted. Okay, next one, to burst out. So to appear suddenly. He burst out laughing. Yeah, to burst out, to speak emotionally or suddenly. He burst out laughing. He had an outburst of anger. He burst out shouting. So to burst out, literally to appear from inside something. A beautiful girl burst out of the cake. Yeah, so to burst out, he burst out laughing. He burst out doing something. He burst into very often is used as well. And then finally, to buy out, to buy all of the stock or of something. So I went to the shop and I bought out all the milk. Yeah, he's trying to buy out all of the things that the shop has for sale. Also, though, very often to purchase or to buy the ownership of a company. Maybe the company is shared 50-50 between you and a friend, and you buy your friend, him, out, separable. Yeah, a management buyout, a leveraged buyout. Okay, and maybe you can buy yourself out of the terms of a contract. Yeah, to terminate a contract by paying an amount of money. Yeah, or you could buy yourself out of the army. Yeah, release yourself from military service by payment. So there you go. There are lots of outs. Maybe I'll make another video with some more outs. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Phrasal verbs with out.